Hey, all you science teachers out there. This is Miss Bruin, and I wanted to share something that I've been testing out in my classroom. And I think it could be useful for you as well. So, this video is all about taking our visual models to the next level and tapping into all of your scientists and artists as well. Now, I'm going to show this technique with the introduction model assignment check-in assessment from our fossil fuels lesson, but this actually could be used as a way to show any process, and it could be used as a way to show your understanding in any unit. Like I could see creating a visual model like this to show how a plant grows through its life cycle or to show the process of seed dispersal. It's just an interesting way to get kids kind of excited and tap into their creativity. So, I'm just going to call it taking visual models to the next level. It's almost like telling science stories through comics or in a more graphic way. So in lesson 4.27, kids have been learning about different types of fossil fuels. And there's an introduction to this particular lesson where kids are asked to draw an illustration to show how a fossil fuel is formed. So instead of drawing the typical old model, I thought it would be cool to push them to take their visual models to the next level. So the first step of this is to provide an outline or a storyboard as they do their research. They have their purpose. They have to explain how a fossil fuel is formed. Um, and so the first step if you're doing it with any subject is to provide some kind of support as they do their research so they can collect all the facts that they'll need and all the steps that go into this process. The next step would be to provide a template for both digital, if you're working remotely, or handcrafted mediums. I have a bunch of scientists who are also incredible artists, and I have a couple of kids that are pretty resistant to science writing. So, this is a way that I've been trying to engage those particular kids. So you're going to want to provide some kind of a template, and they can mix and match template pieces as they see fit once they get good at it. The next step is to use an outline to take some notes, right? Show them your process. Um, then you're going to use your notes to get pictures that match what you have to show each step of the process. And then it's going to be up to you to create your strip with a perspective in mind. And so all along my process, I found using those guiding questions from the initial assignment really helpful to make sure that I included all of those facts and steps in the process of fossil fuels forming. Um, so here's what I came up with. Right. This isn't a completed one. I still have some parts and pieces missing, but here's what I got. I got started with how oil actually, in particular, forms beneath the ocean floor. So you can see that I've done a bunch of research to actually show how our fossil fuels start, where they collect, how they get extracted. Um, and when you are done, you can take your work and reflect on it. You could even design a rubric together based off of those guiding questions, making sure that it has everything it needs and making sure that it also has visuals to go along with each bit of information that you're trying to show in this comic strip. Um, and then you can take your work and you can critique it against the rubric, right? Like if we were looking at my work, I'm missing how it gets from that drilling site to powering our homes. or to being the gas in the car. So I probably have a few more strips to create to convey those last couple of steps. So I hope you try this out. I'm hoping that it becomes a part of each unit for kids as a way to assess what they understand, to gather new information and share it with others. It's kind of a fun and creative way. And I did all of my work digitally because I don't have a printer at home, but I could see so many more opportunities to engage some of your scientists that are also artists. And you are probably going to refine the work and see what works, what doesn't, and tweak it in such a way so that it becomes a little bit more explicit each step of the way.